tonight. Now, in what may go down as a fight for the records in the corridors of justice, Senior Counsel Ahmednasir Abdullahi is promising a fight back against the Chief Justice, that's Martha Koome-led bench at the Supreme Court that banned him and his associates from appearing before it. The Grand Mullah, as the lawyer is popularly known, has instructed his legal team to institute a petition at the East Africa Court of Justice in Arusha, Tanzania, to challenge the decision. Meanwhile, LSK President Eric Theuri has faulted the decision by the court, saying that not only did it condemn Ahmednasir without a fair hearing, but also denied consumers the right to representation by a lawyer of their choice. Ibrahim Karanja opens our broadcast tonight.
The decision by the 7 judges of the Supreme Court to box Senior Counsel Ahmednasir Abdullahi out of their courts over claims of disparaging the courts and making corruption accusations is now the subject of debate in the legal sphere. To start with, the Grand Mullah himself has indicated his resolve to tackle the Martha Koome-led bench head-on by seeking redress from the East African Court of Justice based in Arusha. And whereas courts are allowed by law to take action against any advocate, the decision, as communicated by the acting registrar of the Supreme Court, has been criticized over the procedure followed in arriving at the decision. LSK President Eric Theuri now says that the Supreme Court judges have condemned the Grand Mullah unheard.
We are saying that the decision by the Supreme Court in the first instance violates the right to be heard before a decision is made against you. Secondly, a client is entitled under the Constitution to an advocate of his own choice. And so therefore, when you say that Ahmednasir is denied the right of audience before the court, then you affect that right of the consumer to access an advocate of his own choice. But in this case, the decision is much more draconian because it not only forbids Ahmednasir from appearing before the court, it also denies anyone else, be it his associates, be it his partners who are working in the same law firm, from accessing the court. What have those people done if the issue that is before the court is the comments that have been made by Ahmednasir? And so there's the question of lack of proportionality. So notwithstanding the fact that they were not heard, the decision is also illogical and illegal to that extent.
Theuri now wants the court to avail documents and process followed in coming up with a judgment, promising to seek redress either through a judicial review or a constitutional petition.
At a time like this, when the judiciary has been going through this kind of attacks, then when they make that decision that is illogical, that does not make sense, then it can lead to certain inferences being made against the court.
Meanwhile, city lawyer Donald Kipkorir has defended the decision, saying that any court is empowered by the Advocates Act to take action against any advocate of the High Court, further criticizing Ahmednasir's continued punches on the judiciary, saying that even the freedom of speech can be legally curtailed. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.